Welcome on in. This is Three Bold Takes. Freddie, Chase, and Quinn coming at you. Guys, this video is sponsored by SeatGeek. Officially, we are sponsored. It's awesome. The number one ticketing platform in the world. Be bold. Use SeatGeek. Use our code Three Bold Takes for $20 off your first purchase. Guys, let's get into it. We got our predictions this week. We're getting back into it. I think we all went a clean 3-1 last week. I had the big one for Memphis taking down Florida State last week, and then the guys got me on which one did I choose? That was wrong. That y'all both cooked me on.
Was it Arizona, Kansas State?
It
It
was
was.
Arizona
Yep.
Kansas State, the Battle of the Wildcats. Chase got that one completely wrong. So we're still all in the same. Quinn's at the top, Freddie's at the bottom. We all gained the same amount. So it doesn't matter. But we're getting into, we got the Nebraska Cornhuskers against the Illinois Fighting Illini, however you want to say it. Not
It's Illini.
Illini. That
There
one
you
too.
go. There you go.
Brett Bielema is still over there at Illinois, and you got a huge win for Dylan Raiola, Matt Rule, and the Cornhuskers over Colorado just a couple weeks ago. And we are getting into this game. Quinn, I know you feel great about Nebraska this season, one of your top teams. Tell us about how you feel this game. A top 25 matchup as well, actually.
Look, let me tell you something about Brett Bielema and Brett Bielema coach teams. Are they going to win your conference? Absolutely not. Will they make a bowl game? Maybe.
Crazy.
But I can give you one thing for sure. They're going to beat a team who thinks that they're something and they're actually nothing. And y'all know how I feel about Nebraska. I still don't think they've proven anything to me. I don't care that they blew out Colorado. I need to see Nebraska actually be competitive in Big Ten play before I'll even think about moving ground on Nebraska not being worth all the hype that everyone's giving them. That being said, I think Nebraska takes care of Illinois. I'm not going to get on here and just say that Nebraska is going to lose this game to Illinois at home. I don't think that Illinois is going to travel well enough or keep up enough offensively to win this game. So give me Nebraska taking it by 4 points. I don't think Nebraska is going to look uber impressive. I think there's going to be a lot more question marks than answers coming out of this game, but I do think they win the game.
Real quick, Freddie, before you start, the over under, my bad. I didn't do this for Quinn's. This is why Freddie is supreme. He's our leader. Over under is 43.5. And then the Nebraska is favored by 8. This is at Nebraska, 7 p.m. this Saturday. My bad. My bad. Freddie, back to you, brother.
Yeah, no worries. Chase, I know you like your Nebraska, and you like your Dylan Raiola. Listen, he's very good. I do think that he's one of the best true freshman quarterbacks in the country so far. But I can't stand the guy. I can't stand the guy for the Patrick Mahomes thing that he tries to do. Same routine, looks like him, the number, the headband, all that stuff. That just kind of it irks my nerves and gets under my skin. Now, Nebraska fans may flame me for that, whatever, get mad at me. I don't care. I think he should try to be his own individual and not try to be somebody else, personally. But with that out of the way, he's still a very good talent. But I'm going to tell you, when you look at his stats compared to Altmaier from Illinois, they're comparable. Actually, I would argue that Raiola's stats is worse because he's got an interception on the year. Now, what does that say? Not too much, right? We know what Raiola can do. Compared to Altmaier, we know that Raiola put on a good performance against Colorado, which, let's be honest, it's Colorado. Okay, it's not Ohio State, it's not Michigan. However, they lost that game last year, so to show that, to see them come out and like win, and not only win but dominate this year. It makes me feel good. Like, it gives me confidence. I've got Nebraska winning this game. I think they cover the 8-point spread in this game, and I think this is the game that really takes their confidence level way too far than what they really are. I think they win this game big. It is a top 25 matchup, and then the next week they're just going to crap a brick, and the season may start to rear its ugly head the next couple weeks, and then they may get back on track. But I think this is the game that they get a little overconfident afterwards and start to stumble.
Yeah, you're looking at Nebraska. I'm a huge Nebraska fan for this season. I said they were one piece away to being winners from last year. If you take away the Michigan game, who won the national championship, and the bad Colorado loss, who they've already beat this season, they lost every other game by less than 7 points. And I think four of those, it looks like, were 3 points or less. So this Nebraska team was very close last year to doing some good things, having a better record. Then they get their quarterback of the future, who's probably only going to be there 3 seasons before he goes to the draft. And this kid has got them winning games. And I told you coming into the season that they have a chance to be an undefeated team for a good portion of the season. Illinois, Purdue, Rutgers, Indiana, they could walk into the horseshoe or buckshoe, whatever it's called, at Ohio State and be undefeated. They have that legitimate chance. I think Illinois, though, what you have to look at with this team and what Bielema does is if you want to go back to past drafts in the first round, a couple of those secondary members are in those first 3 rounds of the draft. This is a sneaky good defensive secondary. So this is a true test for Raiola here. You can give the hype to Travis Hunter in Colorado, but outside of Hunter, there's not a true secondary for Colorado that gets you a little nervous. Shiloh Sanders is kind of he's good because his name is Sanders. That's the only reason why he kind of got blown up in that game against Nebraska, and you saw it happen. So I think Colorado was an impressive win for Nebraska to start. However, I want to give the edge to Illinois here. You got a huge win over Kansas. That's enormous. Kansas had the shot to be an outside dark horse for the Big 12 this season, and Illinois, you handled business. I believe that one was on the road, if I'm not mistaken. So I think this is going to be a sneaky good game. It's a top 25 game. Throw out the AP poll, though. It really doesn't matter. But it is a top 25 game. I'm a huge fan of this one. I think it's going to come down to the wire. I'm taking Nebraska by 3. So give me Illinois with the points and then Nebraska with the win, though. So for all of us, we're going to take a clean sweep on Nebraska there. I'm glad you guys are on the hype train and not doing anything too stupid too soon. Am I right? So, guys, Nebraska for this one. This is our Illinois Nebraska prediction, guys. Make sure again use our code 3BoldTakes for SeatGeek. As always, it has been Freddie, Chase, and Quinn for 3Bold Takes. We love you. We thank you. Thanks for watching and listening. Share with your grandmother, your friends, your dogs, anybody.